Here's the day in the life of an agency where approvals run the show. At 8 a.m., the team arrives to 3 unanswered approval requests from yesterday. At 10 a.m., the designer finishes the campaign visuals, marks the task done, and waits. It's 2 p.m. They're still waiting. The account manager sends a "just following up" email, and finally at 4 p.m., the client responds with feedback, but it's vague, unassigned, and buried in a thread from 2 weeks ago. And by 5 p.m., the deadline moves again. Nobody did anything wrong, but the process just didn't work. And for most agencies, this is every week. 29% of employees stop working entirely while waiting for approvals to come through. So in this video, we're walking you through 8 steps to fix that, so the work your agency creates actually gets out the door on time. The problem starts way earlier, at the very first request. When clients send briefs across email, WhatsApp, and 3 different chat threads, critical details get lost before the work even starts. The fix is one intake form: budget, timeline, deliverables, target audience, all captured up front before anything moves. Once the brief is in, the next place things go wrong is how the project gets divided up. Every campaign needs owned, sequenced steps: script writing, design, copy, client review, each assigned to the right person with a clear deadline. That way, nothing falls through the cracks, and everyone knows exactly where things stand without needing a status meeting to find out. With tasks in place, the next thing to get right is the order in which approvals happen. Creative work moves through layers: internal creative lead, account manager, then client sign-off. If those steps run out of sequence, deadlines crumble. Locking that sequence means no one jumps ahead and no step gets skipped. The work moves through the right hands in the right order every time. Now the sequence is set, but feedback is where things get tricky again. A comment like "change this color" or "rewrite that copy" with no owner attached just confuses everyone. The team sees it, wonders whose job it is, and moves on. The revision doesn't happen. The deadline slips. Every piece of feedback needs a name attached to it, so the right person gets notified, acts on it, and closes the loop. But even with a solid workflow, agencies still burn hours on reminders, status updates, and moving tasks manually from one stage to the next. That's exactly the kind of work that should never require manual effort. Set triggers. When a task is marked complete, the next step opens automatically, and the right person gets notified, and the whole process keeps moving without someone managing it by hand. The pros go a step further by using a shared workspace where tasks, docs, conversations, and context live together, which make those automations much easier to set up and far more useful. In a platform like Clickup, for example, when a task is marked complete, the next step opens automatically, the right person gets notified, and the whole process keeps moving without someone managing it by hand. But automation only gets you so far if the conversations around the work are scattered everywhere else. When client feedback lives in email, team discussions are on Slack, and approvals come over WhatsApp, nobody has the full picture. The fix is keeping conversations connected directly to the work they're about. When a client has edits on a campaign video, those notes should live right next to the task, not buried in someone's inbox. That's when context stops getting lost and everyone stays on the same page. Now, even with centralized conversations, the review stage itself can slow things down. Clients send 15-page rebrand documents. Briefs are full of context that take hours to digest before the team can even start revising. Clickup Brain, a context-aware AI assistant inside the Clickup workspace, understands the work context, can summarize those briefs into clear action points, draft first-pass copy aligned to the client's brand voice, and answer quick context questions, all without leaving the workspace. But when the agency is running 10 clients at once, even a streamlined workflow needs something more than automation. It needs a teammate who never clocks out. Clickup's super agents are the world's only human-level AI agents that monitor approval statuses, send reminders, escalate overdue items, and update task statuses autonomously across every client project running in parallel. Assign them to a project, trigger them from a task, and the approval pipeline keeps moving, even when the team isn't watching. Approval chaos isn't inevitable. It's just what happens when a process never gets properly designed. These 8 steps are what it takes to fix that. And the agencies that consistently deliver on time aren't working harder than everyone else. They've just built a system that works as hard as they do. If you want to see how quickly things start moving, sign up for free today at clickup.com.